position.
Oh, it's backwards anyway. Well, another day of quarantine. Huh. What do we do when we stay in? I just spoke to Rev Run's family, and they said they eat a lot. They said she's constantly cooking. She said she feels like a short order cook. And she's arranged now to say we're going to eat proper meals at the table, and that's it. No more. And then I spoke to Kimura and the kids. I speak to them 5 times a day. I always call them, always sitting around the kitchen table. Both of those families are bonding. I mean, really, like, re-establishing their roots. Mother Earth is rebooting, for sure. They see birds in places where there had been none. They see blue skies in places where it had only been pollution. They're finding that Mother Earth reboots quicker than they had ever anticipated, which is good news for the environmentalists. It's probably bad news the way the Republicans, or some, I shouldn't say Republicans, like demonizing the whole group, but some Republicans will say, well, see, Mother Earth is resilient. We can just continue to treat her any way we want because it's cleaning up so quickly. Instead of saying, look how clean Mother Earth got so quick, can we take some measures to give her more tools and fuel to become more healthy? But there's a lot of good coming. I didn't want to dwell on the bad part, but the good part is that Mother Earth is healing and that families are rebooting. And we're focused on things that are more important, I think, in general. So everybody's contributing. I see all the kindness from all the people. I was on D Nice's hip-hop show. Not only hip-hop, it's a lot of soulful shit he's playing, and it's beautiful. Everybody's on there, and they're shouting each other out. You see D Nice live? Also DJ Cassidy, his Midnight Resort Radio on his Instagram. So people on Instagram giving free concerts, as you know, they're giving advice, they're connecting to the people that, are inspired by them, and that's good. So we have to look for the good. Bhakti Paksha Bhavanan, when faced with negative thoughts, think the opposite. But on the other side of the coin, there's so much positive. It's shocking. Just turn it over. Say, oh my God, look at all the good that's happening. People is going vegan. They get mad. I talk about that too much, they said. If it was slavery, and I was an abolitionist, would I be talking too much about the suffering of people? But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. I want people to think about it and digest it. Eat compassionate. Think compassionate. Share your resources. And here's today's discussion. A lot of you are in this position, and it seems like the television is talking and not talking to you. They're talking about go home, turn on Netflix, chill, be with your family, do the things I just talked about, turn on D Nice Radio. They're talking about this shit. But those who are living paycheck to paycheck, and those who are one paycheck away from being homeless, they gave a mortgage reduction, or a mortgage, not referral, what do you call it? They gave a referral. Is it called a referral, Brother Gary? Mm-hmm. When they just say you push it off? They said you don't have to pay your mortgage.
Oh,
what's that called?
What do you mean, referral?
Referral. Sounds.
No.
Not a referral.
It's not a referral. We are paying mortgage.
Yeah, but you don't pay. It's called a referendum.
Deferment.
Deferment is one word, yeah. There's something going on. Deferment on mortgages, but rents. Small people who own small buildings, they want their rent. They can't live without the rent. And those who owe the rent can't afford the rent. And people in jail and homeless, and it goes on. The underserved communities of America and around the world are suffering, carrying real weight, while the middle class are shocked at the discomfort. Shocked they're stuck in their house. The upper middle class especially, they can tide themselves over. But the underserved communities who are barely getting by, they're almost not being talked about. The people in poverty, it's almost like the 65,000 people that die a day from starvation. They don't talk about them. So I'm trying to make a point here that compassion is not just for yourself, it's for others. In fact, be compassionate to the self so you can serve others. But which others will you choose? Are you praying today for all the middle class people who can't get out? Or all the people in a situation like you that are, and maybe like you that are not able to do what they usually do? Or the homeless who are subject to tight quarters, who are in the winter and can't go to the shelter without come in contact with tons of people who have the virus. In New York, for example. The people in jail who are in tight quarters when the virus is spreading throughout jail. For the people who are really, really suffering, who have been suffering. There's a hell of a... what about the fact that all we had to do was work on giving food? I'm not making you feel bad. I'm making you just let your compassion spread to the suffering people and animals that are not in your peripheral. Not asking you to be sad, because sadness won't help them. But your prayers, elevate your prayers to include those who don't have enough, who are really affected, can't even get the food to stockpile. Include in your prayers those people who are really locked out of society and who are on the verge of being locked out and are now locked out. So there are the homeless, there's the paycheck to paycheck, and all of the underserved communities and around the world are suffering in ways that a lot of us can't imagine. They can't Netflix. Chill. For those who are living paycheck to paycheck, for those who are on the verge of what they think is total collapse, put your faith in God and know that they can only give you a comfortable seat. And wherever you find that seat, sit and be patient and wait on God. Do the work that you have to do to try to get out of the suffering. Try to put on a smile and know that God gave it to you and you can endure it. And those who can do something about it, do the little compassionate things that matter. Try to be inclusive of all the people in the underserved communities everywhere who are really suffering. When I say that about animals, people get upset, but that's the kind of point. Outside your peripheral, you don't see the suffering. You don't even talk about the homeless. You don't even talk, not you, but I don't sometimes talk about the homeless. Sometimes I'm not worried about the least vulnerable, the most vulnerable, and those who are really at risk for what's coming and what is today. All right. I saw an image of a woman fighting for an Asian person who was being demonized and picked on the subway. And there was a story about her and how she stood up for this homeless Asian person. That's what we have to do. Stand up for those who are being demonized, those who are being pushed to the side, and those who are being ignored. Some places they're letting prisoners who are non-violent out of prison. If there's a petition comes across your desk in your house, sign it. Worry about them too. And don't worry, but be concerned about the least of us who are suffering the most. and accept your position as a blessing if you're in a, and pretty much everybody is, if they say they are in a blessed position. Sit up straight. There's a string that pulls you to God. The string, and your posture sits up, your shoulders go back and down. And you begin to repeat the mantra. The mantra is Rum. Rum. The vibration is meant to bring the left and the right side of the brain together and to settle the nervous system. When you're still, the nervous system calms. Can't get away from it. Mind may bounce around a little bit. That's okay. Watch it go crazy. And watch how if you just sit and you're patient, it settles. Sit, repeat the mantra. Be at ease. Rest in perfection. Beginning to breathe a little deeper. Coming back into the body. Sometimes 10 minutes is so short that it takes 10 minutes to get settled. The Maharishi says if you don't have 20 minutes, you need 2 hours. He thinks you need 20 minutes 2 times a day. That was the founder, the Maharishi Yogi was the founder of Transcendental meditation. TM, most of you have heard of it. It's the most popular form of meditation. TM. It's a mantra-based meditation. But the great yogi Maharishi, who was the founder, said you need 20 minutes. Not that 10 minutes is not good, but 20 minutes is when the mind really starts to settle. Everybody's different. Every meditation is different. So, another day, I'm going to be doing another live yoga class. If you look on my Instagram stories, IGTV, you'll see a Tantras professional class shot. Shayna Miller is the teacher. It's really a beautifully done piece of work. It's a free class. Entire Ashtanga-based vinyasa, very simple, straightforward yoga class. And then an easier class is on my Instagram Live. It's me doing the 26 poses. And I'll do that again today, later. Today when I do my practice, I'll film it with you. Doesn't matter when you do it, but it'll be available all day. I'm self-quarantined, so I'm self-practicing. And I'm sharing my practice. My practice is good for my wrists were bad, so I do these. And you'll see on my Instagram that it's a pretty simple practice. Whatever you can't do, it's okay. Remember that it's about smiling in difficult poses, not about being able to do the silly stuff that we do in some cases. You don't have to sit like this when you meditate. But try to sit up. You don't have to put your foot behind your head, but just lift it a little bit. Do the best you can. That's what it's about. Smiling in difficult poses. And then the poses get easy. And then when you go out into the world and the car horn blows and you smile, because I just did a twisting triangle. Like, you can't fuck with my piece because, you know, so it's the idea of being awake and happy despite the world, which has nothing to do with your happiness. Don't let that create noise in the mind and then suffering in the heart. The heart is awake and alive, and there is no suffering if one is in the heart. In the lotus, if this person is in this heart, no suffering. So less suffering for all of us that are moving towards the heart. And the more we do, the happier we are. So if we practice yoga, we come out smiling. If we meditate and come out, our mind is a little more settled and we're happier. And we keep doing these things. Let's see who's here today. Oh, it's not coming. Here it is. J.R. Rapture. When I posted the image of me doing practice, he said, "I'm out."
Hello.
All right, you see, I posted that image of me doing the class, and you said, "I'm out, Uncle Rush."
Oh, I booked that too.
Did you try to do the practice?
Honestly, I need to stretch my back because I fractured my L3, L4 at work like maybe 5 years ago. I have so many injuries, it's ridiculous. But I still move on. That's life, right?
That's life. But you're so young. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Just a baby. But what you got to do is you practice. You don't have to do anything. You do the best you can. There is no way of doing it. They say in the scripture, if you do one pose perfectly, you turn to a ball of light. So I've been practicing for 20 years. I haven't done one pose. So you just do the best you can. And,
I tuned into that when I can't remember what her name is specifically, but she said that you said you
Shayna.
ling instead of rum. I found that pretty funny.
Oh, I taught. So who did I teach and give him a? Oh, Roxy Diaz.
Yeah,
I gave her bling,
I might try that.
bling, bling, bling. I gave her bling. What we did in TM is we give separate secret mantras that people hold on to. I guess hers wasn't so secret. But I taught Moxie Diaz to meditate. I gave her bling. She remembers. That's funny.
Do you recall Ace Ventura when Jim Carrey says "already then," and then he spaces out?
I don't remember that one.
That was a good one too. Anyways,
Yeah,
just wanted
wrap
to say
shot.
hi.
It's good to see you, brother.
What was this?
Come today, practice. You can also go right now on Instagram Live. That class is really easy. You should do that. I shouldn't say easy, but you can follow it for sure, no matter what your shape is. So you should do that class.
Yeah, no, definitely need to stretch out my spine. That's for sure.
And the one on Instagram Live you can do as well. Just you have to do more modifications. Not you, you're young, but some people may have to do more modifications. But it's obvious what you can do as part of what they're asking you to do. So just do the practice, see how it feels.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, big bro. Nice to see you. JR Rap Shot. Get Adrian. Brother Gary, you feel okay today? No? Shit. You know, I worry, not worry, but 4 Lakers.
Hey,
What's up, bro?
how's it going? How you doing today?
This is just unfair. I'm good. How you doing, bro?
I'm great, man. I was just wanted to come on here because you guys are always talking about reading books. I actually started writing a book.
Oh, good. What's it about?
I call it The Mind of an Irregular Man.
All of us.
Not all of us. Everybody
Irregular.
doesn't think regular. I know for a fact I don't think regular. I'm trying to be like on a level like you are, maybe one day, be able to expand a thought process to spirituality instead of just being in one place at all times,
Well, we're all spiritual beings with physical experiences. Every one of us. There's none of us that are not spiritual in nature and in essence. So the physical and the mind, the noisy mind and the physical body, those things are tools. We may not recognize that, but recognizing it and being on the path is all there is. So it's the only way out of the suffering is to move towards the light. We're doing it, like it or not, but so slow. You got to go do something that's hurtful to the body and the spirit, and then you wake up, you're upset, and you do it again. Then one day you just get out of it because it feels better when you don't. And then you have a habit, and then that habit is to do what is inspiring and uplifting. And you do that all the time, and then something else and something else. And before you know it, you have a lifestyle that is more helpful, and you're still evolving and evolving, but you're happier. You're always happier for the choices you make that get you out of the suffering. So you're already doing it because you've chosen a path.
Oh, yeah.
And in many ways, you're way more involved than I will ever be. And in some ways, tell Kimura to come on. She's calling me on video. Text her, say, come on live. Okay, bro.
All right.
Keep your head up. And if you
sure.
look at God, you're on your way to him or her.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Sophie. Did you text Camille?
I am. I was on the phone.
Because she keeps calling. Hello.
Hello,
What's up?
I just want to say thank you again. I have been having a hard time. I got 2 teeth pulled yesterday, but I'm glad I got them pulled because it would have been worse to just be suffering from the problem of having them. They were wisdom teeth too, so and I got to get 3 more pulled next Thursday. But I haven't been able to meditate in a minute, but I have been able to pray a lot, and I have been able to understand that there's a lot of live activity on IG. I see that
That's for
since this
sure.
stuff is yes.
Yeah, I've been following a
Oh,
lot of my friends on live TV, and I'm on their chats as well. Hey, beautiful. Well, as long as you're home self-quarantining, and as long as you
definitely.
keep a smile on your face and your baby, and you stay safe.
Yes, we are, and we're doing as much as we can to like preserve things. And I've always been a recycler, an eco-friendly love. I mean, I literally have a love for ecology and the whole idea of it. But I also understand the importance of, preserving, shopping at thrift stores, and not producing more material in this world. It's very hard to be that person that just be like, okay, I want to do this, but I don't want to add to the, I guess they would call it the
Pollution as
trash,
well.
because that's really what it is. It's so much material, like, and that's what is really hard to distinguish when you're trying to uh, organize a plan or goal for whatever dreams and ambitions you may have. If we, like I told you the first time we talked, I was really into wanting to start my own clothing line, or either some kind of, uniform designerness of clothes, not just where we have the same things with different logos and labels on them, but more like tailored clothing for each individual. I think that would be more efficient, because people would wear it, they would have more of an liking to it because it's custom for them. So I don't know, maybe that's something that I look into as well, but it's a lot going on right now.
Well, blessings to you, and thank you for paying attention to the planet, and Mother Earth is healing a little bit just because we're indoors. So let's keep doing that. God bless you.
You too, love. God bless. And I was wondering,
Wait.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
sorry,
Brother
bro.
Gary pushed the button on you.
Not intentional.
Maybe.
Salute, man. How y'all
Good. How
doing?
you doing?
Oh man, I swear, man, I needed that. I got my workout in, still had to work, man, and practicing social distancing and all of that stuff, man. But California is shut down, man. What
I
what
know.
is what is and but yesterday you said something that I had to reflect on and meditate on, and even made something about discernment, and and judgmental. You even talked about the Asians, and how folks are mistreating them. Why are folks so judgmental? Why?
Well, when we judge what's not us, I talked about abbreviation fear, and everybody who's not doing what we do, we demonize. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
doesn't think like we think we demonize. It's a natural but
Mm-hmm.
unnatural inclination. It's what happens from our insecurity and our sadness and our lack of steadfastness on what we believe. If we believe in good, do good. Or what we think is good, do what we think is good. And don't judge others. Let them go on their path, and they will come to maybe the same realization you've had, or maybe they'll find something even greater. Leave them alone. Worry
People.
about yourself.
People.
Simple, but it's very difficult. People
All right.
need to push other people down to stand on them.
Yeah.
And those who um, remember not to do so have a much easier and more inspired life. And so just leave other people. Don't let them drag you down.
Yeah, and it's not so much as me. It's, the thing is I always like to encourage people. I always like to see the light in people, right?
Well, there's
even
a practice. Tell
if they
people,
don't
encourage them, find ways to tell them. I got to get off because I didn't take this other call, but I want to say this.
Salute.
Encourage people is a great way. And then if you want to inspire them to do something different, find the words that go in rather than bounce off. And then in that way, you can make a big difference. Bye, guys.
Salute.
Salute, bro.
Salute.
Adrian. Say he's right. The judgment.
I got
The words, the discernment. Hey, Kamara.
They're going to think I hung up on him.
Oh, my God.
I look a mess. I had to get an at-home coronavirus facial. We're quarantined in over here. Tell the brother to call back. He going to think I did it. I didn't do it.
No, well, he comes every day. And a lot of days we speak. So he just was. And then he said that the judgment thing. We're so full of judgment. And I said the word is discernment. We choose not to do something, but we don't carry weight on the person or demonize the person who's doing something that we're not doing. Let them go and do what they want. What's up with you, Kamar Lee, and our children?
Asians are getting beat up in the street. You go out in the store and you give a little, and people are like, get out, get out. And I said, what we're not going to do is get out. I'm going to go up in Target and cough on everybody. But that's because you're Asian with some black. But we're not going to.
Asian with some black. You say, yeah, you ain't going to. You're not going to do it. Tell me to get out. That's so funny.
I hope you're quarantining over there. You have to isolate.
I'm trying, but Gary is sick, Kamar. I don't know what the fuck wrong with Gary.
No, he's not.
I swear to you. Look at him. Go ahead, Gary. Show him. Go ahead, show up.
Gary.
Not that he's wearing a mask. Lift up. Not that you gotta lift up. Not that he's wearing a mask, but that he's coughing and sick. He's been sick for a long time, and he don't get better.
But that's the thing, that it's just because you have a little cough, you have to follow the symptoms, and you have to isolate yourself.
Well, he's not isolated. He's sitting right up under me, pressing the buttons, and I'd rather go out.
Hi, y'all. Your people on the thing said hi, Kamora. They said I'm beautiful. Nina said I'm beautiful. Nina, God bless the fact that you don't have good vision, honey. God bless you. You can't see.
Is that Nina Cooper?
No,
Josie
different.
hi.
Oh, hi, Josie. Oh, Josie's laughing at me. Be quiet, Josie. Shut up. Who else? Oh, Milo. You're supposed to say hi to your people. Scroll down the thing. CeeLo. Oh, you hear these kids coming? Here they come. They done ate every damn thing that it ate. You know, when your ass is at school, you get one damn lunch.
I talked to Justine
and all
this
they
morning.
do is eat nonstop. Let me find these motherfuckers. You can have the kids, all the kids, a package deal.
Justine said that she feel like a short order cook. She said the kids just got to cook it all day.
No, what's his name? Wolfie, come out of here. Look, the kids is picking. Look at Gary.
Hey, what up, Gary? Gary, say Gary.
Mom. What?
Gary,
They want food. They want iPad. No, you can't have an iPad. Go do homework. Say hi to the people. Say hi, people. Hi, people. Say something. Say it in patois. Say Jamaican something. Say
yeah,
it.
time.
Again, what else?
Where are they?
Gary, come say hello to your son. Say hello to your son.
He said, y'all have a good time. Where are they?
Go say hello to your son. What, you don't want me to see your face?
Mom.
You've got a mask on.
He has a mask on. See, you done jumped up. You were at 100 people. Now you're at 1,100. What?
That's because they want to see us talk about whatever the hell
Right
you
now,
talk
I'm on the phone.
She's hilarious.
Where's Kenzo?
I guess we should be entertaining people. I try to give people the best advice on how to get through the suffering. I think smiling and laughing is the #1 thing. J Love is up on here.
And go back and Kenzo, come here, and talk to all your people and tell people you love them and stay safe. You have to stay safe for yourself and for everybody else.
That's right. That's right. I've been doing self-practice. I'm giving free practices away. If you go on my IG story, you'll see a professionally shot story. Kenzo, what's up?
I fell on my dirt bike.
Kenzo, you talking to a lot of people in the world. Say hi to the people you talking about. Say something positive.
That's live?
That's live. This is a lot of people. 1,100 people. Say hi.
What? Is that you?
Yeah.
Kenzo, say something.
Hi, people. How are you guys?
Kenzo and Gary chilling.
They're going to get popped.
Kamora's so happy. She's quarantined. Some people are going crazy because they're with their kids. And Kamora is in heaven. You're in heaven.
They done ate me out of all the food is gone, all the drinks. They said, how are the kids doing during quarantine? You need to ask about how I'm doing. The kids is okay. They done ate everything. It's a lot for these mamas to be home doing 5 hours of homework a day for all these age groups. Wolfie then kicked Kenzo in the head and ran off. We don't know where Wolfie is. Tell Wolfie to come here. Gary, tell Wolfie to come here.
Where is he at?
No.
You know, the good thing about the modern technology is you can sit in the kitchen with all your family and be 12,000 miles away as I am. I call her in the middle of the day, put her on the FaceTime, and the whole family sitting around the table.
The middle of the day, the middle of the night. I hope I don't get disconnected with my Wi-Fi. What else? What else are the people saying? They said I look stunning. Oh, they said they got on for Kimura. Oh, that's Chloe. Chloe's like
Chloe who? Chloe Flower?
Chloe Flower. Hi, Chloe Flower. Play us some piano on the balcony.
Play some piano on the
Where's
balcony. She does live in a crowded city. Are you quarantining, Chloe? Because New York City is on fire.
Hello.
They have to do what they promised.
Look at the badasses. Say hi.
Hey, Ming Lee. Hey, Yoki Lee. What up, Bruce Lee?
What?
Say hi.
Ming Lee,
That's
Bruce Lee,
on
what's up?
Instagram Live.
Oh, wow. You're such a... Wow. Get out of here.
Look, now Yoki.
Yoki, what are you hiding?
I put it below your face. Below your face.
Get out. That's so rude. I'm going to do this to you one day. I'm going to put you on my life. No, I'm going to... When you're laying in bed with your hair, like, disgusting. That's just a mess. You know you don't even like it.
Here's Ty.
What's up, Fly Tide?
Let go. No.
Look how they do.
And I said,
You're so lucky to have all those beautiful children around you.
leave me alone. Go
Somebody said
All I
they
got
want to
is
be a
sick
model.
Gary.
You have to upload your stuff.
All I got is Gary. Gary, we don't know who has corona here because there's no tests. The tests are all the way 20 miles away.
Daddy, you don't leave me alone for my
It's
bloopers.
Carter. Only send them to Carter. Yeah.
Yoki said if you don't leave her alone, she gonna vote for Mike Bloomberg.
Well, it ain't gonna kill me. Mike Bloomberg might be the CEO we need. I don't know.
Oh.
He's out of the race. What made you even say that?
Okay, turn the lights off. Bye. They're just rude. I'm only missing one kid now, Wolfie.
Where is Wolfie?
I don't know. Wolfie!
She's so lucky. You're lucky because you're blessed enough to see. So many mothers, I mean, they have different quarters than you, but you can at least lock them somewhere away from you. But most people are tight with their children.
Wolfie!
And maybe I guess they would get on even your nerves if they were all sitting up in the same room with you all the time. But it's a chance to bond, to love each other.
Over here, we do 5 hours of schooling a day. Where's Wolfie? Wolfie! Kenzo's limping. Wolfie then kicked him in the head and ran off. That's how we can't find Wolfie. Gary, what are you eating? I told him we're going to go in shifts. No, we're going to go in shifts of food. If you're under 10, you're on one shift. If you're over 10, you're on another shift. You eat every other day up in this month.
I don't think I did, but it feels like I dislocated my knee.
Oh, God. Well,
where is his bad self? Look at him. Look at this one here.
Gary, get away from me. I feel like Gary's giving me something, Kimura.
Look. He said, yes, Mama.
He said he has on a mask. I can't
Look at
get
this
it.
one.
It's too late. Hey, Wolfie Lee.
Did you kick your brother? Okay, I'm going to need you to apologize, okay? Say sorry.
Sorry.
Okay? You can't hurt people like that, Wolfie. Okay? Look at Wolfie's hair.
Wow. Wolfie got all that hair. What's up, Wolfie Lee?
Don't you put no more scissors in your hair. Cut it out. Do you mothers have kids that put their scissors in their hair, 5 and under?
We need a reality
growing.
show
Gary's
tomorrow.
growing his afro out. We have natural juices and berries. We're trying to get to this.
These are not real scissors. Yeah, I lost 2 teeth today.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kenzo lost 2 teeth.
Two teeth in the time span of 20 minutes.
Show the people your teeth without showing us the food. Look at that.
Did Mama punch you in your mouth? You lost 2 teeth in 20 minutes. That must have been one punch.
The tooth fairy is
Wasn't
on
hanging around.
quarantine, so he got to hold the teeth.
Hey,
Gary, damn, look, this is my life. Look, I went to put my hand in the bag. This is my life. Gary, that's not funny. No, that's not funny. I'm going to go, I don't even drink. I got a little teeth hose.
Well, we drink a lot of turmeric and ginger here. A lot of turmeric, a lot of ginger. We're watching our
I drink
diet.
a vodka and a Diet Coke.
Oh, God. What? Gary, that's really funny.
these kids is
That's
bad.
why you're
These is
sick.
bad.
Giving
Don't follow
people your
why
little
are you
coke.
running so fast?
Everybody, you all be safe out there, you know. The kids, right, somebody done said that. The kids done already ate their emergency food. The governor done just locked us down. The kids done ate all the Skittles, all the candy, all the food.
I want to shoot a reality show, Kamara.
All the rice milk, all the stupid face knowing your ass and ate more food than if everybody was tied together. You done ate everything.
I'm putting 1 tooth under my pillow tonight. I hope you know.
Listen, you are very lucky and blessed to see the blessing, to see those children and be thrilled to be locked in a room with them.
Good job.
People don't want to be with their kids that long.
Give him one.
They've been in quarantine for days and days.
Are we all to? Oh,
They
I make
started
them go outside. Oh, bonjour, Patricia from France. They want you to yoga eat. They don't want to be doing all this.
That was mine. That was mine.
Have your other kids do homework with the younger kids? Yes, Ritz. I'm going to do that. Hi, Ming and Naoki. They said hi. Baby Fat is coming on back. You got to read your comments, Russell. They said, good luck, Mr. Simmons.
You look stunning. Who are they talking about? Oh, I really.
Can Kenzo and Gary have one?
I've been intermittent fasting for those who say I look stunning.
That's good.
Oh,
Give me
I
one.
think that's for you.
Can Gary have one?
Give me one.
That was mine. Can Gary have
Yeah,
one?
they are cute. All 3 boys are very
Can
cute.
Gary have one? He already has one.
And the girls are not so cute anymore as they got older. Yeah, less.
No,
lost
Wolfie,
it.
you eat the dang thing. I'm on the phone. Now I'm on the phone. Oh, they said import one of the dogs. I got a lot of dogs up in here because y'all know I have 4 dogs, 2 rabbits, 1 mouse that I rescued from the yard, and 2 cats. Some of those are Kim Porter's animals. Rest in peace, Kim Porter. Y'all might not all know her, but you can look it up. So I inherited those animals too, and those children. That's a matter of fact. So
Who's children?
they're twins.
Oh.
Jesse and Delilah. They were my other ones. So we over here in Quarantine City eating candy.
What a blessing.
Russell, are you still in Bali?
I am. I was supposed to be there now because Ming was supposed. Well, tomorrow I was supposed to be on my flight back because Ming was supposed to be here for the last 10 days, and I was supposed to fly back with Ming. But now look at us. They locked this country down.
Which one is the one that goes to Harvard? Aoki goes to Harvard, and the Love Bell something said that he's horrible. Who's horrible, girl? Who? Or boy? We don't know. We're gonna move on past that. They said I need a glass of wine. I got my glass. Oh wait, I lost it. I got a beverage. Oh, here.
I got a beverage.
I don't even drink. I have Asian flush. Here, my
But you know,
beverage.
you Asian people.
I have just a sip in here. Look.
You Asian people are the cause of it.
Vodka.
The response to that was amazing. I'm black and Asian. I'll whip your ass.
Can I have some coronavirus candy?
Damn,
No, not now. We
should be very concerned with the xenophobia, but that's not. There's so many things that we're learning about ourselves, and we're becoming better as a society because of it. We're learning also that the earth is getting better so quickly.
Tonight.
Even the pollution in LA, I'm sure, is a half of what it was when it started.
What was it? The pollution? Yeah, the world has, you know what I was thinking about? Just a little something to put it out there. They're going to say I'm crazy, but this is the crazy group anyway. It seems as though we were the virus all along to the world.
We are the virus. That's not
because
crazy.
you have in the Venice canals, You have all the water is clear. They have swans. They ain't seen that in 20 years. You have
So
a dolphin that came up in Asia, like Japan and everywhere. You can see the sky where they had all this pollution. Hong Kong and all these cities that have heavy industrial pollution. You can see all of that. The water's clearing up. The fish are coming back. And folks is home. They can't catch the fish and eat them. Don't catch the fish and eat them. You let them be. You can eat a veggie chip, right, Russell?
That's right. But more
The world
importantly,
is coming on back, and I think this is it'll never be the same from this. This is a time to reconnect with your family. I think the economy is gonna have some issues. People need to take care of their mental health. That's why what you're doing, meditating, because people are gonna be unhappy. But we'll make it through. We've been donating. We've been taking care of schools and kids and people who are home, all these badass baby kids. Baby 1 and baby 2.
Baby 3 over there.
And baby 3. Oh, Gary said baby. He think I'm saying baby. I'm saying baby. Gary,
Baby.
you too
That's
young.
what I said, baby.
You know who is baby?
Your
Do they have that in
kids?
Jamaica?
No.
Badass kids is baby kids. It's called baby, Gary. It's baby. Yeah, you were
you know, Kamara, you're such an inspiration to so many women. And all the beautiful words that came out of your mouth were so inspiring about Mother Earth and her rebuilding herself and how you recognize the beauty. I was saying how you recognize the beauty of having all those kids around you. Most motherfuckers be like, oh, get away. Like they would not go to school,
get away.
right? And she's
I say
thrilled.
get away. I have a getaway right here.
Don't drink that shit, please.
It's got the vodka in it. They say alcohol does it for you.
Don't drink the crap, Mom.
Don't drink that.
I need it. One thing about a parent, you have to be able to know what you can take, how much you can take, because we don't want to have to beat the kids, send the ass outside and sit on the curb, do a lemonade stand. Oh, nobody's gonna buy that. Coronavirus. Sit outside and read.
Oh, Mom, we were driving
Play. They call it the barber. The barber shop at each other's hair. I'm not really sure what all these people are talking about. Let me see what they say. What a nice family. Thank you. They want a show. Okay, thank you. We'll think about giving you a show.
I think that would be good if you do the show, Kimora, because you can show people how to parent and the happiness that you have as a parent, that you know that there's beauty in representing and all those kids and adopting and being a mother, huh? And being a businesswoman. People would love to know how you run. You and Mingli are running Baby Fat and all the other investment you've made. People are shocked if they would have known all of the investments you made and all of the things you're doing from a business standpoint. It would inspire women of color and women around the world. You know, here I go places and they like, oh, you're Kamora's husband. I said, you better spit. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm Russell Simmons. No, you're Kamora's husband. All over it, because there's brown Asian women here. And everyone says you're Kamora's husband. They run your show in Singapore.
That's my bitch on the top of the screen.
They run your show in Singapore until now.
I know.
They ran your show until now. They think Mingli is 4 years old.
Somebody said they named their baby after me. I think they meant me, but they might have meant Kenzo.
Yeah, no, me. I think me.
Somebody said vodka and Coke, period. Who said that? A mature Scorpio. Hi, vodka and Coke, honey. Then you go meditate. I don't even drink. I only have a little small quantity, and I am not drunk. That's a small. I got a facial. That's why I look like this, a quarantine facial.
Can we watch a family movie again?
We're going to watch a family movie,
Tomorrow,
Gary.
Tonight?
Tonight, Gary.
What time?
Go ahead,
What
Gary.
time?
Gary needs to be the one to show the people how to do business, because ain't nobody a better businessman and negotiator than this fool right here.
That's what I'm talking about.
He know how to manage his way through anything.
Kamora, you adopted that child, and he seems so happy, and he's partners with Kenzo in crime. I think
he don't know that he's adopted. He don't know that he's adopted. I think he thinks that I gave birth to him. He's not clear on that point. He thinks he be fighting with the sisters. Yeah.
Oh God, I love you.
Yeah,
I love you, and I'm so happy to see you.
Is anyone's son named after me?
Kevin Hart named his son.
I know that. I knew that because
Kevin Hart did not name his son. Did he really?
Yeah, his son is Kenzo, and Kenzo's 11, almost 11. They ask you, what books are you reading? Do you have any books to recommend to the people at Corona time?
Yeah, I would recommend that you read Kimura's Life in the Fat. What's it called?
Fabulosity.
Fabulosity.
No, but you must be reading something else like Girl Boss. I was reading Girl Boss. You must have another. Russell like to read the scripts we don't know. The Karma. No, not the Karma Sutra. What's the other one?
The Yoga Sutras.
The Yoga
Sutras is like a Bible, but let me say this about it. It's a science book for happiness. There's none of that stories.
I love
like the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible has stories. The Yoga Sutra, here's what we do to get to God. We think this way, we do these things, and if we continue down these paths without deities, without gods or goddesses, without any of that, it's a science book to happiness. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, written before the Bible, the Quran, before the Torah, and it's a simple book, and it embraces all the ideas that are taught by all the religions. So that's a science book for happiness.
Amen.
That's a good recommendation.
And if you can't read all that, just read Fabulosity.
That's right. Or, you know, my translation, the best I could do is super rich, to move us to a state of needing nothing.
I named that book. I did the title of that one. Look, see, this is the thing. Mothers know that we look. Let me show you. Do it.